I rushed straight to the monsters. It was within my expectations that the monsters would surround me. Just as it was about to put Zhao Sheng in its mouth, I made my move. Just give me your food. I will even thank you. I threw it lightly. Zhao Sheng flew out of the monster's encirclement. Zhao Sheng woke up. He looked at me standing among the monsters and was shocked. On the other side of the venue, a group of people came here from different venues. Zhao Sheng felt something was wrong. He was ready to quit the power with his sister. They were ready to quit. I was still being besieged by monsters. But these monsters are a bit difficult to deal with. I just need to use the Lord's word. If I use it, in less than 10 seconds, these monsters will be swallowed by me. I'm still persuading them. It would be nice if they were eaten by me, wouldn't it? Suddenly, I found the door above me opening again. Zhao Sheng was ready to abstain and pressed the abandon button. At this moment, the arena was directly powered off. Meanwhile, more monsters were being released from the delivery port. This poison certificate was scrambled by these testers. The appearance of a monster interrupted them. The man with the poison certificate was dumbfounded. How could there be so many monsters? The man stood at the delivery port and looked at us. Of course, I also noticed his existence. He also made a friendly gesture to me. I can't let his jewelry go to waste. I'm going to let him come down and play. If nothing unexpected happens, he was hit by me and fell from above and landed right in the monster group. At this time, I just smiled slightly. I gently pushed the monster away. The monster directly ate the man who was bought. Traitor. The monster evolved in an instant and gained consciousness and grew a tentacle. He looked at me and called me traitor. Then it's my showtime. What kind of trial ground would become hell on earth? Countless monsters came to the trial ground. A monster ate a person and evolved a tentacle in an instant, and it gained consciousness. Looking at me, the man who treats monsters as food, they charged towards me. The dean couldn't believe what he saw. There was such a difficult guy. Because he was worried that the monster would escape, he directly closed the isolation door and walked out. I felt that all exits were closed. I was ready to go crazy. The trial field was empty at this time. I could also transform recklessly. The moment I took off my left hand's clothes, my Lord's words burst out directly. At this moment, I also hope that monsters will not have monster genes in next life. Because there were too many monsters, the energy I absorbed exceeded the warning. And the monsters ate a lot of superhumans. And I ate monsters again. This is completely indirect. I absorbed the genes of the superhumans. The monster went berserk at this moment. I punched directly. This punch also made the monster disappear. At this moment, I just smiled slightly. I will kill your king to accompany you. At this moment, I felt something was wrong. My left hand is starting to evolve. And the third stage of evolution starts from the brain. I suddenly felt that. I can explore all the monsters. But the bad thing is that the monster can also explore my existence. At this moment, I just want to forcibly interrupt the evolution, But it seems impossible. Suddenly, I found survivors making noise. A yellow-haired man was bullying Zhao Sheng. These 3 people came to me and asked for the serum. When the little yellow-haired man was about to attack me, suddenly something rushed out from the ground. The man was scared silly. What just happened? He looked up. A super big earth dragon appeared in front of him. The earth dragon let out a terrifying roar. The sharp sound made everyone bleed from their 7 orifices, and they all passed out in an instant. The man standing next to the earth dragon also gave up struggling. If nothing unexpected happens, he was eaten. Of course, it's possible that everyone in the trial ground will die. The earth dragon also noticed me at this time, and it rushed towards me directly. Facing such a huge monster, I was also caught off guard. And for this monster in front of me, it's too different from its muscle strength. I couldn't stop it at all. I have to find a way to take advantage of this situation. And how did I find that this Dilong seems to be just an appendage? How can I kill it? A Dilong is attacking me in front of my eyes. And I who have the genes of a monster lord, but I can't resist it. Suddenly, I found that this earth dragon seems to be just an appendage. The trial ground has become a purgatory on earth. The family members waiting outside are still praying for their families. Suddenly, everyone present felt an inexplicable palpitation. You also felt something was wrong and went in despite everything. Because of the power outage, these people still wanted to open the door. As a paranormal, they wanted to have a try, but was ruthlessly rejected. At this time, the doubts didn't matter. He directly released his own voltage. The man still refused mercilessly. They absolutely wouldn't allow any obstruction. He directly raised his gun to warn. If you go further, I'll shoot you. The scene comes to me. Facing the attack of the Dilong, I'm also a bit troubled. He wasn't afraid of my lord's words. My left hand was also bitten by the teeth of the dragon, directly divided in half. At this time, I felt that his black teeth were so sharp. Whether it's defense or attack, are very powerful. I must now find a way to avoid his black teeth. Now I'm going to change my way. My tentacles can't even bite through his skin, but I can still catch him. Now I just want to use the words of the Lord to burn his skin, to see if I can dig out some of his flesh to eat. Suddenly, black teeth also grew on his body, which makes my attack more difficult. At this time, I'm ready to fight. I plan to turn the power to the maximum. The earth dragon is preparing to swallow me. After all the hardships, I finally opened the door of the trial ground. He was stunned by the scene in front of him. The earth dragon was preparing to swallow me. I was about to release the strongest voltage to help. Suddenly, I felt the power of healing lightning. This time, it really helped me a lot. I don't care about that. I'll take a bite of the meat first. In an instant, I was directly repelled back. Of course, I also bit off a piece of meat. I returned to human form to find Juyu. The earth dragon ignored it and charged towards us directly. At this moment, my third order evolution was more intense. I couldn't maintain my human form at all. Suddenly, I felt something unusual. I was attacked by an object. I turned around and saw that it was the dean of the Supernatural Academy. He saw that my left hand was different from humans and was surprised himself. I was also evolving in the third stage at this time. My evolution is about to begin. What will happen next? The next episode is more exciting. I, with the Demon King gene, is a very powerful existence. Today, I bit a piece of meat from the Earth Dragon. The Earth Dragon rushed towards me directly. Suddenly, my evolution began, and it was a third-order evolution. I was attacked by an unknown object. I took a closer look. It turned out to be the dean of the Supernatural Academy. He saw my evolution process. He couldn't believe his eyes. What kind of extraordinary person is this? Could have such power? He thought carefully. None of the 5 attributes were included. None of the supernatural powers could cause such changes to the arm. No matter who you are, you'd better die quickly. His attacks came from all directions. I really have no other way. Do you like to sneak attack? Facing his attack, I didn't want to pay attention to them. He kept mocking me. You're fucking a monster. His attacks were meaningless in front of my Lord's word, are meaningless. Suddenly, he was sweating profusely. Monsters may have elemental powers. Monsters above level 4 have elemental powers? But how could it be in human form? I slapped him hard with my left hand. He was still doubting my identity and looking at me. This person is neither human, a monster that doesn't look like a monster. Now he only wants to attack me. Until death. And my current evolution in the 3 realms is more violent. This should be caused by eating the meat of the Dilong. The power of this black tooth is really amazing. I don't know if I can tame it. If not, I may never be able to return to my human form. I can't control myself in the process of evolution. But the Dean is not afraid. He thinks he can do whatever he wants with his shield. My attack was in an instant and broke his shield. At this moment, he was also stabbed by my black tooth. It seems that he was hurt badly. He mocked me when he saw my current appearance. He prepared to run away with a weird smile. The moment he turned around, I happened to arrive. He felt something was wrong. You are his accomplice. You should be clear. He is a monster. Of course, I also have enough weight in the mind of the questioner. I was struck by the lightning of doubt. I rushed up directly. If this world can't tolerate me, I'll make a bloody path. In just a few seconds, I directly absorbed the Dean. My evolution is still in progress. I can only ask Juyu to stay away from me, and better pretend not to know, just in case. If other clearers see, Jushu just held me and didn't want to leave. He directly said to me that if I want to go to hell, then I will accompany you. At this time, I also felt a kind of warmth. We are also saving survivors as fast as possible. At this time, I was about to be exposed to the sight of the cleaners. In this era of monsters, the Earth Dragon is already a very powerful existence. Who knows this Earth Dragon? It's just a small tentacle of the demon god. The monster hidden deep underground have exceeded the human cognitive range. Today, a group of humans came to challenge the Dilong. In just 1 second, the group of people has been torn apart. Those who saw their comrades being eaten began to panic. The earth dragon in front of them couldn't be stopped. What should they do? Facing such a powerful earth dragon, they could only flee in a hurry. There's no way. The earth dragon is also unethical and directly used lion's roar. Everyone present began to have severe heart pain and couldn't stand up.